Using Wi-Fi without NordVPN could mean sharing your private stuff with more people than you think. NordVPN. Online security starts with a click.
Get the Crypto.com Visa card. You can use this wherever Visa is accepted all over the world. Make sure you use my link to get a $25 bonus when you register. Link in the description below. Hey everybody, welcome. Thank you. This is Crypto Rich. I'm with Tom and with Alex Mercouris from the Duran. And this is once a month we usually do this. And I get Tom and Alex together and we talk macroeconomics and macro politics and what is going on in the world. Tom, Alex, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for making yourselves available.
No problem, Rich. As always, it's always a great pleasure. I always love to catch up with Alex.
Yes,
and me too. I have to say, it's a joy to catch up with Tom.
Yes, and
you, Rich.
Thank you. No magic.
But honestly, if it wasn't for Rich, like Alex and I would rarely ever get together because it's like you actually put this stuff together, and then we actually have to try and figure other ways of talking to each other because Alex is overscheduled, I'm overscheduled, so it is what it is. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, the first thing to say is, as I said, they must have been listening to Tom's advice to them, because as far as I can tell, they've been doing all the things that he basically said they should be doing. I mean, they've been working to link the ruble to gold, and they've been working to link the ruble to commodities. The ruble has stabilized. That, by the way, is the biggest single story of the last 2 months.
Make no mistake, there's been a lot of damage done. Okay, I wanted to dispel any ideas here that the Russians haven't made any mistakes militarily, financially, or anything else. What they are operating under is an unprecedented level of hybrid war from multiple vectors. And the fact that they're still standing is impressive, but it does not mean that they do not have problems going forward. What they're going to need to do quickly is allow for investment within Russia to at the ground level to really start to take off. That means they're going to have to allow foreign investment, but they're not going to be able to allow foreign investment from quote unquote unfriendly countries. It's going to have to come from China. It's going to have to come from other places. And that's the way they're going to get out of this. But the truth is that I've been saying from the beginning, you are the only major economy in the world that runs a current account deficit, a trade surplus, and has a clean balance sheet with almost no debt. Well, where do you think global capital is going to flow, dude? Do you think it's going to flow to the West? Do you think it's going to flow to freaking India? Do you think it's going to flow to Turkey? No, it's going to flow to Russia. I've always said for 5 years, I've been saying the Russians, I've told people, buy the Russian stock market because what's going to happen is it's going to be a destination for capital flow as Europe starts to collapse. So,
and what is absolutely terrifying, and I have to say this, it's been, watching it in Europe has been frankly shocking, is the way in which there is this sort of desire, almost this demented rush to get there ever faster. Because the Russians are still standing, we've got to do every more and more, cut off coal, cut off oil, cut off gas, cut off steel, cut off metals, cut off this, cut off that, and no regard with what's going on in the internal the European economy, and it's shocking.
If you think about it, Alex, is it any different than the way they reacted to COVID?
When Russia pegged the ruble to gold, I was like, oh my God, oh, this is it. I looked in The Guardian a few days later, I found a couple of lines tucked away.
Sure. It is. Doesn't matter whether he's successful or not. Doesn't matter whether he's trolling us or not. Doesn't matter whether he's made money off of this or not. What Elon Musk has done already is one. Because what he did was he forced the board of Twitter to admit that Twitter itself is the poison pill of society while they adopt their financial poison pill, again, to stop Elon Musk. They have admitted that they care more about the control system and response engine generator that Twitter is. And it's far more important to them than their fiduciary interest and their fiduciary responsibilities as the board of a public company.
It's certainly a Le Pen victory in France would be an astonishing event. I mean, it would echo round the world. I just wanted to add something, and it flows directly from something that you were saying Tom, about, you find people who will sell Russian oil for you. You could just change the label.
Mhm.
And I did wonder, while you were saying that, whether perhaps the people who might do that would in fact be the Saudis. Now, the reason I say this, and I'm going to say this,
I don't think that's going to happen, but it's hilarious. Go for it. I'm all ears, Alex. I am all ears.